I heard a prominent evangelist in Britain say something that really startled me. He said, you exercise faith in a plane. You go into that plane and you exercise faith that that plane will take you to your destination. You go into a steamer, you exercise faith in the steamer and in the captain and crew to take you to your destination. Exercise that faith in the promises of God. Did you ever hear or listen to such nonsense? That's human faith. That's human faith. But saving faith is not human faith. It's imparted. It's given by God. It's created. It comes to me. Oh, Calvin was like, and I love to quote him, although I'm not an extreme Calvinist, though I'm a Highlander. Calvin said, we are saved through faith alone, but the faith that saves is never alone. God is in it. Surely that is what Paul tells us in that great passage, I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live, yet not I, but Christ he liveth in me, and the life that I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of Paul. Oh no, that wouldn't get him very far. I live by the faith of the Son of God, the faith of God. And I'm convinced of this, that if this truth was stressed, there would be less appeals. If this truth was stressed, our crusades and campaigns would not be producing harvests of infidels. If men and women would but recognize that glorious truth, they shall seek me and shall find me when they shall search for me with all their heart. That means that they may not find him tonight, they may not find him tomorrow night, they may not find him next week, they may not find him for a month or for 6 months. But if they're seeking God with all their heart, they're going to find him. Or God is not true to his covenant engagement. Oh, let's get this clear. It comes into revival. That's why I could count upon my 5 fingers all that I spoke to about their soul during the whole of the 3 years I was in the midst of it. You see, in the northwest of Scotland, if you were to press yourself and your advice and your help upon an anxious soul, he would be inclined to believe that it was man's work, just man's work. And he would much rather be left so that God himself would handle him. That's why we have known people for weeks and longer in distress of soul before light broke in upon them. But you go back to those villages today. I'm glad I see Mr. McFarlane of the Faith Mission here. He was up in Lewis not so very long ago. He was in a village that saw the mighty movings of God. I never spoke to one single person in that village in an endeavor to help them to find the Savior, we've just left them to God, and God did it. And that's why you haven't a single backslider in the whole of that community. Oh, my dear people, when God does a work, He does it well. You can go back. You can go back again. And you'll find them pressing on with the God that revealed not only Himself to them, but revealed Himself in them. God, said David, God is the God of our salvation. The fact of ultimate reality surely is this, that salvation is of God.